right, shalom, Israel. We're first going to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Triple honor to the elders of GMS, to all the other brothers, all the other conglomerates of GMS around the nation, around the globe. Like Shalae said, shalom to you, brothers. And there's no need for introduction with my Pataza, Chicago branch of GMS. And we out here to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which makes up the people of Negro, Hispanic, and Native American descent. That you and only you constitute the 12 tribes of Israel as according to what's written in the scriptures, right? And basically, subject that I'm gonna open up with before I hand the floor over to another brother is Israel separating from the nations and getting away, come out of her, my people. All right, so we're gonna start first Ezra. Brother, was that first Ezra 8?
69
through 71. Go ahead, brother.
All right, it's in the Apocrypha. First Ezra chapter 8, verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
Now, to a lot of you people, that sounds like very strange. But everything the brother just read, all those people are still here today. You just don't know them by their names, by those names. And we, being a true tribe, the true people of the nation of Israel, we're not supposed to be among those people. All right? And this is an account in the historical records in the Bible of when the priests, the Levites, were joined unto them. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 70. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
That's right, because you know it is natural for an Israelite man to want to pop other women, you know, and so that's why we look so different today. All right, well, one of the reasons anyway. But now is not the time for that. Okay, now it's the time to come out of her, my people. Go ahead, brother.
And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity.
Right, so even our leaders were participating in these acts. So what did you expect the rest of the people to do if the council, if the men who were leading them were doing it? Go ahead, brother.
And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment.
His holy garment. His garment like this. All right, he rented. Go ahead, brother.
And pulled off the hair from off my head.
That's right, because the only time an Israelite man is supposed to have no hair on his head or face is one, if you've been cursed by the Most High and it don't grow, or number two, when you're in mourning. Because other than that, we're supposed to wear our hair on our face. All right, we're supposed to wear our hair on our head and not be like these heathens. All right, because they do everything that's opposite of the Bible. The Bible clearly tells you that a man is supposed to have hair on his face. All right, but we shaving and shaving our face clean, being all effeminate like women, following after these Grecians, following after these Edomites, these red people, which refer to themselves as white. Go ahead, brother.
And beard, and sat me down sad and very heavy.
All right, if you would, brother, so basically the point being there is that we're supposed to separate from those people. We're gonna get further into the account. You'd get 9,
okay.
1 through 12.
Okay, this is first Ezra out the Apocrypha, chapter 9, verse 1. Then Ezra, rising from the court of the temple, went to the chamber of Jonan, the son of Elizabeth, and remained there, and did eat no meat, nor drink water, mourning for the great iniquities of the multitude.
Right, so the brother was basically fasting because his people was being wicked, like our people still being wicked today, following after all these heathenistic traditions, not coming back to their true nationality. If you take 10 so-called black people and ask them what their nationality is, you're gonna get 10 different answers. Go ahead, brother.
And there was a proclamation in all Jewry and Jerusalem to all them that were of the captivity, that they should be gathered together at Jerusalem.
All right, proving that we was in captivity. This was during the Babylonian captivity. The Babylonians, what you will refer to today as Africans. Okay, that was in the land what they refer to as Iraq today. But it wasn't no Ishmaelites and Persians and mixed Arabs in that land back then. There was Africans in that land, in Babylonia. Okay? The real people that lived there, it wasn't called the Middle East long, brother. All right, that was called the land of Ham. All right, and Ham, or what you refer to as Africans today. Go ahead, brother. Just thought I'd throw that extra point there.
Verse 4. And that whosoever met not there within 2 or 3 days, according as the elders that bear rule appointed their cattle should be seized to the use of the temple.
That's right. So basically, when the elders called that people to come, the people came. And if you didn't come and you didn't hear, that was punishment. Go ahead, brother.
And himself cast out from that were of the captivity. And in 3 days were all they of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin gathered together at Jerusalem the 20th day of the 9th month.
Now this is another scripture yet proving that the southern kingdom is Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. That makes up the southern kingdom of the nation of Israel. Okay, go ahead, brother.
And all the multitude sat trembling in the broad court of the temple because of the present foul weather.
And see, that was a time when our people feared the Lord. But see, we don't fear the Lord no more. We don't. That's our problem. That's why our people are so wicked. That's why they participate.
We ain't no Muslims, man.
Yeah, we not Muslims, brother. Right.
I got 2 quick precepts.
Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 2 and 13. For my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters.
The fountain of living water is this word. And ultimately the Most High himself. Go ahead, brother.
And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water.
That's right. So all these philosophies like this idiot just go by talking about some shalom aleikum. That's the religion of the Ishmaelites. Right. We're not Ishmaelites. Right. That's the people in this store. These people are Ishmael. And those are the people that sent you, and they built the ships that sent us into slavery. How many of you knew that? That's a historical fact.
They're the first ones.
They was the first ones to send us into slavery before the so-called white man got his hand on us.
And let me say this also, that goes for them fake Egyptians over there rioting. Them Arabs, right? Them ain't the true Egyptians.
That's I was just explaining that to the
real
brothers.
Egyptians are Africans. They dark-skinned people.
That's right. The real Egyptians not in that land. You watching all that stuff on TV, on all those riots and all that unrest that's going on in Egypt. Those people aren't the Egyptians. Those are Ishmaelites. That's these people. The real Egyptians are Africans. And they're not there no more. They got driven out of their land.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 6. Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord, thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting.
And that's why we live in the ghettos wherever we are. Wherever our people are on this planet. The ones in France, the ones in Brazil, the ones in South America, the ones down in Mexico, the ones in America. We fill up the ghettos and the worst places in the world where we are because those curses fell on us. Nobody else. Have you ever wondered why? When we dominate everything, boxing, football, baseball, basketball, if you taught us hockey, we dominate that too. And we dominate everything, even in the performance world, the music industry, but yet our people collectively on the bottom. So how can a people that dominates everything that they're involved in still be on the bottom? Because we under the curses. But the beauty is that our time of our iniquity is up. Them curses are falling on the other people, mainly the so-called white man. That's why the glory of America is falling. We got next.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 1. How was the gold become dim? How was the most fine gold changed?
Right. And then you can look at the gold, that's representing them. That's representing the Edomites. And Edom means red. And what people have red flesh? You refer to them as white. They red. They not white. They the red people that the Bible speaks of, the biblical Edomites. Go ahead,
well,
brother.
Well, right here, it's referring to Israel.
True,
So-
but I'm
so-
making that point to them. Go ahead,
It's all
brother.
good. The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pitchers? The works of the hands of the potter. Well, basically, like the brother's saying, it's talking about how our people got changed to a lower state, man. You know, how you know, at one point in time, we was the people on top of the earth, man. We was ruling everything, but how the Lord brought us down this lower state, man. You know?
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
So have you ever questioned that? How is it that our people dominate everything? Everything we get involved in, we dominate, but yet collectively we still on the bottom. Why is that? How is that? Right? That's not the lesson, but you need to go and read the book of Deuteronomy from 28, from 15 all the way to the end, and learn about the curses. And you would learn that those curses fit only us. It said that the children of Israel would go into slavery on cargo slave ships. So what people went into slavery on slave ships? Anybody know the answer? It's real simple. We did. So that's us. We the people of the Bible. Back to the lesson at hand. Go ahead, brother.
Back in 1 Ezra, chapter 9, this is verse 7. So Ezra rose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. And now by confessing, give glory unto the Lord your power of our fathers, and do his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land.
Now that's the main point of why I had the brother reading this letter, this epistle. Go ahead, brother, keep going. Just jump down to 12 from there.
Therefore, let the rulers of the multitude stay, and let all them of our habitations that have strange wives come at this time appointed.
Keep going.
And with them the rulers and judges of every place, till we turn away the wrath of the Lord from us for this matter.
So basically the Levites called the Benjamites and the Judites to come before them so that they could cast away all these women that we weren't supposed to be with. Because we were supposed to stay within our own women. And our women were supposed to stay within us. Especially our women were supposed to stay within us.
Yeah, more so that than the other one.
Because you'll see, because when our woman has a child with a strange nation, just because that child looks like us, that child is of that nation. Go ahead, brother. Jump down to 18 and 20.
Okay. 1 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 18. And of the priests that were come together and had strange wives, there were found of the sons of Jesus, son of Josedek, and his brethren.
That's right. So even the leaders had these strange wives and these women that we weren't supposed to be with, and that was bringing curses amongst us. We weren't getting the favor of the Most High as a result of that. Go ahead, brother.
Methallis and Eleazar and Jorbis and Jordanus, and they gave their hands to put away their wives, and to offer rams to make reconciliation for their errors.
So they got rid of those women. All right? Now jump down to 36, brother.
Okay. Verse 36. All these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children.
They put them away and the children. Go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, let's stop right there. Brother, if you bring out your scripture, get 9:46. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 13.
Now, before the brother reads that, this is a prophecy that's not yet really happened yet, because the book of Isaiah matches up with the book of Revelation, and those are all end-day prophecies. So those are prophecies that are happening now, or that are yet to happen, or about to happen. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mountain.
Sorry, 14, brother, 14. I told you wrong.
14, 14. 14, 13. Isaiah 14 and 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
That wasn't really, you know what? That was just a mistake on my part. But this is beautiful because that's talking about Esau. All right? This is what he, go ahead, brother.
I will be like the Most High.
That's what these people think, that they actually are the Most High.